What's happening, guys? I'm here for my daily update on my painting and all things my painting, I guess. Anyways, as you can see, I've gotten a lot of work done on the Eevee painting. However, still not done. I was hoping it would be done by today, but it just hasn't been. I've been painting all day, and it's just taken a long time. there's there's so many individual things being painted on here. It's not really something that can be done quickly. I still have to do all the shading. I still have to do the light rays and things of that nature, and then it'll probably be done after that. But if you had told me 2 days ago that I'd still be working on this painting today, I don't think I would have believed you, because it's just a simple Pokemon painting. I mean, sure, it's like an 18, what is it, an 18 by 2? Is that an 18 by 2? I think it's like an 18 by 2 canvas. So it is kind of large compared to other smaller canvases, but still. I mean, I was able to finish that one in a day. But this one, because there's so many more things to actually do, it's just taking me a lot longer. Especially considering that if we take a closer look, if you take a look here, all these colors are so close together that you can't go through with a wide brush. You have to actually go through with a smaller, finer tip brush. And I still have to go over those again. I still have to take the green and go over there. But it's working really well. I am liking the look of this. My son likes it too. I'm thinking that once everything is detailed and properly, fine detail, because you can see there's a lot of bleed over on this right here. I still have to go over this with more browns and details and put in some rocks and that nature. But it is coming together. It's just the leaves and coloration, along with the coloration of the ground and things like that, are bleeding over a little bit. And so I have to put a little more detail into that. But it's working really well. I do like it. And now I wanted to talk about these things. Now you might be asking yourself, what is that? Well, this is a bead organizer. And it's like just a simple little crafting organizer that I got. Now, I had these little tiny palettes that I was using. Here, I'll show you. And I was using these, and I got these at the dollar store. And it came in a pack of like 5 or 6 for $1.25. And they're okay, but when I need to mix colors, they don't work very well. So what I did was I got these just to mix colors. And I've been using quite a few of these, but these things are great because when I put some paint in the top of this, it keeps it wet. It doesn't even seal very well. It's not airtight, but it keeps my acrylic paint from drying out. I've had this green in here for 2.5 days, and it's still wet, and I can still continue to work on this, so I don't have to waste a lot of paint, which is the main thing. Now, these come in a single one for $1.25 over at Dollar Tree, but this thing has saved me so much paint. Because when I'm working in the same section for a couple of days, and you'll go through a full tube of paint just because it keeps drying out on the palette. But with that thing, because it has the lid, I can keep the paints that I'm working on into these color wheels. These color wheels for the sections. So obviously I have the greens here that I'm using on the canvas. But then I also have a mixture of browns that I've been working on as well. And I even have another one, which is the colors that I was using for like the Weedle and the black for outlining, along with some various purples, including metallic purples that I was using for the flowers. And so just 3 of these things are holding all the colors I need for my canvas. And it's really useful because that together was less than $5, but it's saving me a lot of money in paint. So I think it's a really good idea if you like to paint, but you hate how your paint dries out on the palette when you're working on a project over days and you can't afford a lot of paint, to pick those up because they work really well. I mean, I haven't even touched this one here in a couple days, but if I was to open this up, and you can see that I've got sort of a fleshy color right here, fleshy pink. Put my finger in it. Boom, it's still wet. And that's really cool because the fact that it's still wet is exactly what I need, because I hate when it dries out, it clumps, and then the clumps get into your painting and create imperfections in the canvas, and it can just ruin a whole painting because then you got this weird clump and shadow in your painting you didn't want. But with this, it just works so well. So if you're having any kind of issues with that, I recommend just going down to the dollar store, going to the craft section, and picking up a few of those. They're just bead organizers with lids or medication organizers. Because if you take a look, they also look like those medication pill organizers for a week. Because there's, 8 compartments here. So that's close to a week of medication for the elderly. So you could probably use some of those as well. Anyways, I'm hoping to finish this soon. It's getting very close to being finished because I've got all the colors of green in there and situated. So I no longer have to switch between colors and continue to draw on the various leaves and everything. Now I can just stick to one color for a bit and detail and darken in some of those leaves so they don't look so wonky. So like if you take a close look at that one, you can see right here that the colors are not uniform. And so that's going to distract. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over that in the same color again or another color to make it a more uniform color. Kind of like what I'm doing down here. I went over with one type of brown and now I'm going through with a second type. And then when I start to put in the shadowing, I'm going to go in through with a third type of brown just to ensure that everything's there. And that's it, guys. I will go ahead and probably continue to keep you posted, and you guys, you have a great day. Do whatever it is that makes you happy. Bye.